Hello, welcome back to the Scale Modelling Cafe and welcome to another sprue tour. This time the first in a series of clear prop model kits I'll be taking a look at, and all these are going to get built on the channel as well. The subject of this one is this tiny little thing up here. It's the Ki-51 Sonia in 1:144 scale. I don't normally do 1:44 scale. In fact, I'm racking my brains to find if I've ever built one. Yes, I have. I've built a couple of Platts 190Ds way back when. And I built, when I was flying Tornado F3s, I built a series of, it was really cool. I think it was Revell, magnetic one, repelling magnetic ones with a little bit of fishing wire so it hovered over a base. That was quite cool. I built that for some of the guys on the squadron. So it's a welcome return to 144 actually. Tiny little thing, but as you'll see in a second, packed full of detail. So let's nip over to the bench and we'll have a look what's in the box.
Okay, here we are. The Ki-51 Sonia 144. Okay, first thing, end opening box. Which I'm not a massive fan of, but to be honest, for 144, kind of what you expect, so I'm not too upset. Right, what are we getting here? This is aftermarket, actually, this one. This is the canopy masks from Dead Design. So I got me those. And another set. Because you get two kits in here. Also got the photo etch accessories. So this little set here, just a few little details there, which will really lift it up. I think they're bomb racks or something. There's the aerial, that sort of thing, step. So yeah, I got those as well. Okay, move that to one side. Here's the instruction booklet. Let's zoom out a smidge. Where's the button? There we go. So really nice box art actually. Love this painting. It's absolutely fantastic. The only paints that are quoted are Ammo of MIG, so you're going to have to do your research if you don't use those. And, oh, there we go. Right, this is interesting. A fuselage and cockpit floor are not to be used there. There we are. And starting off straight away with the bomb load, which again is interesting. So I'm just assuming that is just getting you ready for the options that come a little bit later. Now, cockpit detail is really quite comprehensive. Obviously the stick's going to be a little bit chunky. I may investigate trying to change that with maybe some stretched sprue or something, or wire. But yeah, really comprehensively detailed, as you can see, and on the cockpit sides, which is fantastic. Instrument panel is a Decal, and yeah, really a nice little gun there, back of the seat, all really nicely detailed, and then you cover most of it up with this sort of top decking bit. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how much of that is going to be seen. One piece engine and the fuselage halves go together. Conventional tailplane going on, and then the wings, two-piece wings, full span, just a little bit at the bottom. Undercarriage, weapons going on, obviously fixed undercarriage here, so you've either got the spats or the open wheels here. Two types of prop, and then the canopy and a few other little dangly bits on, and we're done. So as you can imagine, for 144, it's going to be fairly quick. Onto the camo schemes, really quite extensive here. So really attractive and different ones. This sort of all over grey with the big white panels. This splotchy one, that's going to be a challenge. Probably going to want to hand paint that, I'd wager. And then a couple of green ones. This one fairly plain, and this one with some nice sort of tail art going on. So some really nice options there. It all comes in this one bag. Take that out there. Here's the sprues, and right, straight away in the bag, clear sprue has the decal sheet in it, which we'll have a look first, but I noticed some clear wings. I'll have a look at that in a moment. So here's the decals. Try to get it the right way up. So really quite simple and straightforward. If you're going to do some of these, you may want to paint those. I'm sure you've got some spare sort of circular ones from a wheel painting set or something. If not, you could just cut your own. These are going to be obviously a little bit more tricky with the white surrounds. Looks like decal seat harnesses. And here's those tail markings. There, instrument panel decals, just black dots really, but you know, it is 144 after all. So a fairly comprehensive decal set actually, printed by Decograph in Ukraine. So yeah, really rather good. Right, let's just have a look at the clear sprue first then, seeing I'm intrigued by this. Right, 2 wings. Now, this being a reconnaissance aeroplane, a reconnaissance bomber, I've got a feeling that this little panel here is clear. So maybe that's why these are included. Don't know. One-piece canopy. So all that lovely detail you're not really going to see, if I'm perfectly honest. So you may want to, I don't know whether you can get a vac form replacement, or you may want to sort of crash mold your own. But quite frankly, I think those canopy masks are an absolute must for this. So there's the clear parts. I'll just put those away along with the decal sheet. Let's just nip back to this to see what that was all about. Yeah, here you go, look. The lower wing is actually clear. So that's not your option. D1, it is clear. Really interesting that. Oops, sorry, I just hit the camera mount. So obviously really, really small. If I just get a standard bottle of paint, there we go. So you can actually see how small that is. Right, let's do a bit of zoomage. I think we're going to need it on this. Start with the upper wing. And the detail actually is really fine. Those panel lines are just lovely. Some may argue that why are there panel lines on a 144 kit, but they're really nice. I think what I might do on mine, because I've got 2, obviously in the box, is I may experiment and just sand one down, so we can compare and contrast both of them. There's the engine. The camera's going to cope with that. Oh, it is. Look at that. It's my new camera. Really pleased with how that's performing. What a beautifully detailed little engine that is. You can just see there. There's my fingertip. That is minute. There's that decking. Propellers, a bulkhead there, and here's the fuselage halves. That's that one. I know that's upside down, but they're mirror image with the built-in tail wheel, so watch out for that. That could be quite fragile. There's the other fuselage half. Really nicely detailed cockpit floor, as we saw from the instructions. Lovely. And look at that on the inside of the fuselage halves. Let's turn that around. I mean, that is amazing. How cool is that? Such a shame. Where's the other bit? The other one. There. Such a shame you're not going to see most of that. But that's brilliant. Right, the other sprues are in their own plastic bag. Just take one of them out. Oh, so more. These are the other fuselage halves, and there's the open wheel spats. And another cockpit floor. There's some teeny weeny little bombs there. And there's the close spats. Oh no, hang on. Must be open on the inside and closed on the outside. There we go. That's going to take some careful painting, that. Brilliant. Really nice and simple. And I think you'll agree, highly, highly detailed. So I think what we'll do, we'll just nip back over to the chair and have a bit of a wash up.
Okay, there we go. That is the diminutive, tiny 1:144 scale Ki-51 Sonia from Clearprop. I think you'll agree the detail is really, really very, very good. And it's going to take careful painting. Now, there will be a debate over panel lines. They are very fine. Camera tends to exaggerate things. They are very fine. I'm just wondering though, if when I come to build this, I might just reduce those panel lines a little bit. I don't know, but I'll have to see when I build the model. Excuse me while I just scratch my nose. That's really itchy. But I think you'll agree it's going to be a fun little project, and you get 2 kits in the box, which is really quite cool. There we are. That is the 1:144 scale Ki-51 Sonia from Clearprop. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye bye.